Motherhood. It means love. It means caring. And it often means sacrificing many of your own wants and needs so that your children can grow to be whole, strong, and healthy human beings.
I have legislation to present on your behalf, Madam President.
In honor of mothers everywhere, on May 16, 2019, Wilmington City Council adopted 2 resolutions affectionately known as the maternal legislation.
12 yeas and 1 absent.
Declared adopted.
Now making their way to the Delaware General Assembly, these resolutions aim to encourage policymakers to better understand, celebrate, and respect the balancing act of mothers in the workforce. The challenges a working mother faces are unique, and so are their stories. This is a 22 News feature. Childbirth. It's one of nature's true miracles and one of nature's true mysteries.
Here you go, little baby.
In a society that often believes technology is superior to nature, the most natural thing a woman is capable of doing has seemingly become more complicated in spite of technology.
Whereas despite the United States spending more than any other country on health care, maternal mortality rates continue to climb throughout the country, including Delaware.
According to recent studies, the United States is the only developed nation in the world with an increasing maternal mortality rate, a statistic that is especially bleak for Black women.
Well, based on data for the CDC, Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in childbirth than other women.
As a longtime public servant to a city whose population primarily identifies as Black, Wilmington City Council President Hanifa Shabazz is on a mission.
This resolution is being presented for City Council for review and approval. It calls for the Delaware General Assembly to create a task force that will examine the potential positive benefits of doulas on maternal mortality rates throughout the state of Delaware.
There's a lot of disparities, racial disparities in all different types of walks of life here in Wilmington and the whole United States. The purpose of the resolution is to encourage the General Assembly to create a task force to get doulas paid for by Medicaid.
So 32 weeks today.
While there is no reliable estimate of the number of doulas in the U.S., Lynn Gavadas, a certified doula at the Birth Center in Newark, Delaware, says at present only 1% of pregnancies are attended by doulas, and most pregnant women are not even aware such a resource exists.
A doula is a professional labor support person. We provide continuous physical, emotional, and informational support to birthing people.
So we always want to keep your hips higher than your knees. Okay.
So I usually meet with my clients about twice prenatally. I usually provide some childbirth education in our visits. We practice comfort measures. Once labor begins, I stay with them for the entire labor and birth experience up to about 2 hours postpartum. And then I usually come again for a postpartum visit around day 5 of the baby's life.
Lynn and other doulas also remain on call for their moms in the crucial weeks leading up to birth and those postpartum.
Just to have somebody extra there to support me during birth. Like her, I've been able to talk to her if I have any fears after a prenatal appointment or just things that give me anxiety.
Middletown resident Nicole Gargalis has been working with Lynn since she was 30 weeks pregnant with her 3rd child. She says the benefits of having a doula are immeasurable.
Having a doula, having somebody on your side just really helps there be less intervention. And I think that with less intervention, there's less complications, in the long run, which in turn leads to a healthier child.
Which in turn leads to less strain on the medical system. Studies have shown that having a doula as a member of the birth team decreases the overall cesarean rate by 50%, the length of labor by 25%, the use of oxytocin by 40%, and the requests for an epidural by 60%. All costly measures that President Shabazz says can quickly add up.
Having a doula to support a mother during her carrying of the baby, giving birth, and even after having the baby can save $1,000 per person on our medical cost.
Recent studies also suggest that increased access to doula care, especially in under-resourced communities, can greatly improve a range of health outcomes for both mothers and their babies, and help improve communication between low-income, racially diverse pregnant women and their healthcare providers.
I think, doula care should not be considered a luxury. Being able to offer doula services for all women, every woman who would want a doula would make a really big difference in our state and Delaware, our local communities, and for our families.
Councilmember Congo.
Yes.
Councilmember Dixon.
Yes.
Councilman Guy.
Yes.
Councilmember Walsh.
Yes.
President Shabazz.
Yes,
12 yeas and 1 absent.
declared adopted. Hopefully with this legislation, we'll assist some of our lower income families who are on Medicaid when it comes time to them giving birth, so they would get the same type of respect, the same type of consideration and supports that are necessary for them to have a healthy birth and a healthy outcome.